me here. Okay, hi everyone. It's 4:30 a.m. in the morning in Singapore, and I am finishing an emoji cake. And everyone in the house are sleeping, and I'm the only one awake. And because I like peace and quiet, so okay, so you can watch me while I'm finishing this emoji cake, and if you have any questions, just fire away, okay? Alright, so here we begin. Okay, so as you can see, this is a 9 by 13 cake covered. Inside is a chocolate sponge that I baked about last night, because I prefer working on cakes that are freshly baked. And as you can see, as you can see, I made a piping bag with two icings inside, which is basically like two piping bags. Yeah, so it's a technique called duo whatever, but basically that means I'm able to use two colors and pipe them together. And I'm going to pipe swirls here, and you can watch and ask away if you have any questions. Okay, so usually my trademark is, give me a moment, just because the phone is on the way and I could not put my piping bag properly. Okay, right, so this is my signature technique. I like to reverse swirls. It is something that I could say is my signature. It's basically like a C. I'm not sure if some of you have done Wilton classes before, but what it does is, what I was doing is I would pipe like a big C, and then I make a big loop, and then I loop under, and I loop over, and I loop under. Does that make sense? That is very pretty. As you can see, it looks like a wave, but that's how I pipe. And the tip that I'm using is a 1M. The reason why I use 1M is because I am working on a very large cake, and though it makes sense to use smaller star tips. Star tip meaning let me show you this one. Okay, this is how a star tip looks like. Big pointy things like a star, and it's open. But one of the reasons why I love working on star tips is because it creates kind of you can do a lot of things with it. Okay, so give me a moment. Okay, as I shift the camera, because obviously I was moving and the camera doesn't follow me. Maybe if someone would invent like an auto camera that would just follow my piping tip around, that would be great. Right, so let me keep piping. So over, under, over. If I want to continue, just stop piping on the bottom and then carry on. Under, over, okay, and under, over, okay, okay, and here. And It's like, you know, you're swaying 8 in a way. That is pretty. And I'm almost done. Just going to close the gap. Apologies for my tripod. And over, under, over. Ta-da! Done. As long as you can finish off, maybe I just put a little bit under here. And voila! Looks like I finished the whole thing. Okay, it's very pretty. I love it. Okay, so the next step is, let me adjust my tripod to look at the top view. Okay, yeah, that's about it. And okay, what I'm going to do is okay, the celebrant likes pink and blue for some reason. Okay. How does this look like an emoji cake? You will see later. But basically what I'm doing is I'm setting the sides to follow according to the client's favorite color, and then I will put some emoji characters on top of it. And I have some leftover blue, icing, and pink, which I'll be spreading around. So I'm just going to spread it. Let's see if this works. I hope it works, because it's like, you know, put a patch here, patch there, and there. The idea is basically like create like some sort of splash of color on the side, and then I'm going to put a white border around it, because blue and pink actually complements well with yellow, which is the color of our emojis. Yeah. So you just, like, I would say, speckle here, speckle there. There's no really big pattern in what you're supposed to be doing. Just, you know, spread a little color here, spread a little color there. And I feel like, you know, that TV show where, you know, this guy is teaching art. Yeah, so, you know, put a happy blue there, and, you know, spread it over the white, like so. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. You can use other colors if you want to. Make sure that they will blend well with your emojis, because your emojis are yellow, and it's very important that color blends well. And some people, you know, they could be like colorblind. They do not know, they have no idea whether the color blends well. Just follow your gut. And if you do have like issue with color, then, well, ask someone else to do it for you. So now I'm spreading a bit of pink, and as you can see, smearing a little bit of blue, which is what I'm trying to avoid, because my client, who happens to be 7 years old, loves pink, and I don't want to spoil that for her. Okay, so try to stay as pink as possible. You cannot avoid to just get at that blue there. I will fix that later. I think it would be a good idea actually to just wipe off every time you apply pink, so it removes any traces of blue. And apparently for me, okay, like that. Just apply once, wipe, apply it again. Okay, just keep wiping off. So I'm using kitchen towel to make sure that I'm not smearing any blue on the pink. You will see in a second how all will come down, how everything will look afterwards. I must tell you, there's a lot of pink. Maybe we should make more. I'm running out of pink. I'll grab some of this guy. What happens to have blue in? There's not enough pink icing, apparently. Yep. Okay. I'll try to retouch some of them if I can, because I want to show dominantly pink for my very pinky friend. I'm scraping as much as I can for my leftover pink stuff. Okay. So here it's like I'm running out of pink. Just sorry about that. So I'm just using my spatula and just speckle my way around as much as I can. Remove those smears of blue. Okay, now that we see. Okay, then we will go back to our blue. But this time to highlight some of the pink. Like I said, it's like artsy fartsy. Yeah. I'm taking the sides because when I pipe yellow dots here, I want it to really like the dots to stand out, so it's pretty much free flow from this point. There. Now, where are the emojis? It's coming. Take it easy. Let me wash my hands. And then I'm going to write a happy birthday on the cake. If I can find my tip I use normally to write. I'm using tip number 3. 3. birthday. Just have patience, you will get. We'll see the emojis later. And what I'm doing here is I'm randomly you know, creating like a blob of mixture here because I want to show a little bit of pink and a little bit of blue. For some of you wondering what cream I'm using, I'm not using buttercream, I'm using fresh cream because it tastes better and not so much butter. And I tend to put some milk on my cream because I want it to be liquid, more thin. That's how they call it in Wilton terms. Okay. Put it in the bag. I'm not sure if I'll be seeing pink here, but I'm doing my best. How I exactly write on the cake. Okay. I put a happy birthday, Katie, here. So I start with a happy birthday. Like happy. Okay, so some of you who has not written on cakes before, I recommend that you practice. Because it requires a lot of concentration. Happy birthday. Okay. And I think just put a little bit of hearts. Okay. All right. And yeah, about there. Lastly, I'm going to pipe some dots on the side, just so create a nice border. But I think, let me see, this looks quite a mess. Let's see if I can do something about it. Looks like an art canvas. I am pushing some of that. Push some of the pink here. This is where the emoticons will be put. So I'm trying to put as much coverage as I can, so that when the emoticons come in, the yellow will pop out. Alright. Okay. And pressing a little bit because I wanted to look more like, you know, messy, but it's not really messy, like deliberate messy. I'm not sure whether you understand what I'm saying. Like it looks messy, but you make it look messy nice. I don't know if that makes sense. Like intentional messy. And obviously I'm obsessing about why the pink keeps smearing, why the blue keeps smearing on my pink. Stop it! Alright. Now, I'm gonna get a you know what? I have so many piping tips, I can't keep track. In all honesty, I wish I have someone who can just, you know, magically help me sort all my tips and put them in places where I can find them. And just do that every time I make a mess. More tips here. Oh, okay, I found what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a tip. What tip are you? Tip number 10. 10. So I'm putting some white cream here. And test it. And I'm gonna pipe. Big dots, like so. If you can see the big dots. Can you see it? Hope it stands up on its own. So what I did is I'm just putting more pressure until I get the size of the ball that I'm after. I'm more after the size of the circle rather than the height. Okay. All right. keep piping. If you're obsessing if it's perfect or not, doesn't matter. Because the beauty is in the imperfections. That's what I always say. Just keep piping those blobs of white. Voila. Okay, where is the emoji? I hear you. Give me a moment. Okay, what I have here are cutout emojis from edible print, and I've attached fondant behind them. And I'm just going to pop them here. Yeah. And that one. I would start with the corners first. Just to put some system to it, and you know, and then I will put some here. Oh, they look alike. Can't do that here. Come on, come on. Here. Yeah, that winky eye. And what else do I have? Okay, this guy. The crying guy. And I have these smaller ones that I could just put it here randomly. Just pick which ones. It's easier actually that you have something like this, like an edible print, to help you out, you know, create all these prints, because it cuts half of your time and gives you that, you know, I mean, it doesn't mean that, you know, it's cheaper, because actually it's more expensive, but if you value your time very much, you would really consider using this one. Okay, apparently I'm running out of spaces to put. I'm just going to add another one here, and to balance, just going to add another one there. Just put more tiny faces. Make it as random as possible. Like this guy. It's okay to overlap them a bit. Like for this guy, just, yeah. Come on, come I'm shifting some of them, you know, for the sake of whether the designs make sense. That's there. I use for those of you who are curious how I'm able to get these edible prints, I have my own printer where I print out all these designs, and I'm using food color to print all these images. Okay, I have to remove this guy. Come here. Put an angel here. The idea is to overwhelm as many emojis as possible, because after all it's an emoji cake, and this guy. Awesome. And last one, I don't know where to put them. Come here. There you go. All right. Emoji cake for Katie. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about how I did some of these parts, or you want to know, just let me know. And that's it. I'm signing off. Bye.